Well, for Nutrien, we are playing at home today anyway in beautiful Victoria. Mark Barton, hello.
G'day mate, how are you?
And we're here at Benstud, Victoria with Mark and Tracey Commadeur. Hello guys.
How are you, Paul?
Very well. Trace, you like this side of the camera, don't you?
I'd much prefer to be on the other side.
Beautiful day here for a start. Mark, great to be getting out and having a look at some of the stock here from Benstud.
Yeah, look, it's always good to get a quick look before Christmas. Obviously, a lot of the hard work's been done this time of year, people breeding, and it's hard to find a window. These guys are busy. October, November's pretty full on, and you're probably looking forward to Christmas.
Yeah, definitely. Nearly through the most of it, so yeah, which makes it hopefully nice quiet Christmas for us.
How has the year been for you guys? Across the board with breeding, like. We don't have to hide from it a little bit of negativity if you like, but from what I've been hearing, a lot of people are positive about it. They can see the positive sides to it. Have you seen that with you guys here?
Yeah, absolutely. Our breeding numbers are probably, it looks like we're at this stage we're going to be foaling more next year than we have this year. Yeah. At this stage, probably 10 or 15 more than sort of next year. So the season itself's been a bit tricky. The seasons are different every year in terms of breeding the horses, but it's all going really well, and our numbers from last year haven't dropped off at all either. So I think we just have to be positive, don't we?
Oh yeah, and I'm hearing some things in the pipeworks, going back to different venues and that, and hopefully we get news on those soon to give people that uplift. I mean, we still have horses here, we've still got so many people relying on it, so we need to be positive about it, Bardo. That's one of the great things.
Look, and I guess the business that we're in, it's a national sport. And there's a lot of positive stories out there. I guess touching on one, the Australian product is a good one, and we've seen a Benstud bred horse win the New Zealand Derby, which we talk about that horse while we're here. It's obviously it's always must be exciting to see a horse that you guys bred, you put through the yearling sales, and to see a New Zealand purchaser come home with a Derby win in New Zealand must be great.
Yep. Yeah, we've absolutely fantastic. He was born and raised up on our farm up in New South, and we bred the mare for a few years and recently sold her, and she's foaled down in Tassie, and I think they should be really excited for what they're going to have going ahead. And in recent times, we've purchased a sister back, out of the mare after we sold the mare. So we've got a foal hit on the ground here now as well, which keeps the family going. And that's sort of a bit, that's pretty much where we want to be. We want to leave some value in the mares when we sell them, and hopefully people can purchase a mare and breed on as well, because we want to see it all go well,
And Paul and I will be down there next week, Tassie, and we'll actually see a Wicked Knight's progeny will be through the Tasmanian sales. So, again, the product we're seeing some great racehorses. You guys will represent your brand in Queensland at our Brisbane sale, then at Sydney, and then again in Melbourne. But I know a lot of work goes into where you actually place those horses. But exciting draft. There's some nice horses going up to Queensland as well.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, Craig's going to be in charge of that. I think him and Becca got the gig up there to go to Queensland. So there's been a couple leave from here that have gone up for him to prep up there, and he'll be taking them up. And but, got to take what you can where you can, I guess.
And again, when you look at the numbers down here, the Victorian market, or Victoria's always been a strong Victorian base is always really important to harness racing in Australia. Yep. And we're talking before we put the camera on that, you guys have said, look, we're going to keep trying to join to the best available stallions, maintain that standard despite some of the challenges that Victoria's been facing.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we have to. For us, I guess the nuts and bolts are, if we've been in an industry over the years that we haven't known that's sort of had the trouble going on that it has had going on, things have been exposed, they have to change. There's been changes made that have to be made. We can't drop off our investment or drop off what we do just because things haven't been going well. So we have to keep pushing forward, and I think things are starting to turn, and the industry should turn and go with it. And
you've got to evolve, and that's one of the things Benstud have done here. I was excited looking at the catalogue last night because I do wear predominantly a trotting hat. Probably not known 3-4 years ago as a trotting farm in any way, but geez, you're well represented, especially here in Victoria with the trotters this year, and some beautifully bred horses as well there.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got we're in the fillies paddock at the moment, although they've been a bit rude and not talking to us, but We've got a filly out of Just a Trickster who's a full sister to RC, and Ash Haynes has got a colt that is a full brother to RC, and he's an outstanding colt in the sale. So, absolutely, the trotters are starting to fill up. Yeah.
And hopefully, Bardo, timing can be everything, because there's like the Tab Trot. I think last year we watched it in the cafeteria. Now we've got a filly come in and she takes up front and centre. But RC went across and represented, and I think that's definitely on his radar next year. So it could be perfect timing for Ash and that going forward. But of course, you've still got high quality broodmares, pacing broodmares here as well, and in Crookwell. For people wondering, how do you all get together and decide who's going where, or is it horses that are foaled down at Victoria State for Victorian sales, or do you try and place them where they situated best?
Yeah, we've had to juggle a bit this year. I guess we try and have a good base of mares in both Victoria and New South. We also look at the stallions and where they're based, and we'll try and get a dual bred foal if we can. Craig's had a bit of an influx of horses up there this year, so we've actually foaled a few of our own down up there and then sent them back down to be bred here, and then sort of had to juggle it a bit that way. But we're probably still 50-50 in terms of the horses that we own ourselves, New South and here. Yeah.
And Bardo, that's one of the great things with Nutrien, when you say being national, that it does appeal to people. I know Benstud are one of the people that do have it. They've got horses that are Vic bred and New South Wales bred, but are being sold in Queensland, which then makes them eligible for that rich Sunshine Stars race series, $125,000 in prize money. And we've got to be smart about how we do things, and Benstud are clearly on the front foot with that.
Look, I think people probably realise after seeing that Sunshine Stars event, 2-year-olds that had $200,000 they could chase with Nutrien, and then they could come back and chase, 125, and again 100,000 as a 3-year-old for the Sunshine Stars. I think with our whole sale series, you've got the slot driver series at Brisbane this year, with a Miracle Mile weekend in Sydney. We're going to have our Nutrien race finals for the 2- and 3-year-old paces for the Nutrien Classic Race Series or Sale Series on the Friday night before the Melbourne sales. And I think it means that there's more than one reason to bet the sales.
Bathurst is on Gold Crown weekend now, so you'll be there for the finals, and you stay for the finals on the Saturday night and Sunday sales on the Sunday. So
correct.
All carnivals, and even Tasmania have got Carrick races the next day. So it's about building carnivals, which is what you guys want to do.
Yeah, and I think that's it. Look, I think the slot driver things is something new, but I think that'll bring interstate people to look at those horses there. And I think also you look at the state of Victoria at the moment. I think we've heard, the hard stories, but a lot of positive feedback starting to come now, and I think that's it. The people that are committed to the industry are long term, like Benstud are here, like Nutrien are, and I think that's it. We just look at what we can have as a racing product going forward, and I think it all starts with what happens here. Like the quality broodmares consistently perform, and they breed racing winners. So
it's not bad, is it? We come all the way up here to the paddock, and they finally, just as we're about to finish the interview, the girls come out and say it is a Nutrien experience, and we want to make sure that people are aware for Melbourne as well on April 13 that April 11 will be the race night, $1 million in stake money on offer for that race night. The Saturday will be parade day and inspection day, and then the sale day on the Sunday. It is going to be a big event, and only getting bigger and bigger, which it is. That's exactly right, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Can't wait for it. Yeah.
And look, I think it's also good fun. We're seeing. I know. Thinking back in the trotters again, Locomotive, back in New South Wales running around, and I think that's what's exciting for us. We're now starting to see, 3- and 4-year-old horses that are graduates of the Nutrien series popping up in all states. So it's great, and like I say, we've just seen a winner over in New Zealand that was a Benstud bred horse, and I think it's part of what it's about. We're looking forward to which one's going to become the next well-known name on the racetrack.
And just on that, Bardo, too, quickly, the Inter-Dominion is on this weekend. Nutrien got a huge hand, not in only horses that they've been able to sell through the sales with Locomotive, captains. His name's left me. Brad Hewitt's horse. Anyway, but Captain's Knock it was. Dangerous is another one. Yeah, they're all sales graduates, and then there are horses in the sales in this coming year that actually have direct descendants and brothers and sisters to those horses, and we want people to be aware of them. It's not just we walk by faith the other day. There is plenty more to come with some of these great graduates, and the achievements they've been able to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Catalogue will be out next week, mate. We're looking at the last race meeting for the year of Wagga on the 20th of December. We'll actually have a catalogue launch, and I reckon, Paul, you'll be there with us, and we'll try and launch that catalogue. It's up online now, nutrienequine.com.au. Probably we'll be talking at that time, Paul. We should have our new website up and running around the same time. So
that'll be exciting.
Absolutely.
Exciting for you, exciting for everyone else as well. But they are still there at the minute. Nutrien Equine Standardbred. You can see them. Get a tablet. I've got a tablet, and it's the best way to actually navigate through that. Use all the strong. I forget the words, but divides you can do because you can segregate them through sires, breeders, vendors, preparers,
sort function.
That's the one. Thank you very, very much. Right, guys. Thank you. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Always are. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And main thing, I guess, is whether it's here or Crook, well, the door's always open if people want to come and inspect before, and you get the most informed opinion of a horse is probably have a look at them before they get to sale weekend. It's always a great way to see the horses in their natural environment like they do here. They're a group of mares or young fillies that are growing up like horses should.
They're like a lot of young girls are camera shy, but now they're working out of it, and they're actually now starting to capitalise on it. Guys, thank you very much.
No worries, Paul. Thanks. It's good to see you. Thanks, mate.
Good, mate.
Nutrien Equine 2025 yearling sale dates: Brisbane on the 23rd of February, Tasmania on the 1st of March, Sydney the 9th of March, Bathurst the 30th of March, and Melbourne on the 13th of April. For more information, contact the team at Nutrien Equine, Mark, Barton and Gemma Smallman, or go to nutrienequine.com.au.